I am a science teacher and I take it personally if I can't relay or I can't share my enthusiasm for science to my students. I think that is my purpose as a teacher. I have to share my love for science, the wonder that I have for scientific developments and breakthroughs. And if I can't do that, effectively, through assessments, then I don't think I am doing a very, very good job. That's why I make it a point that I make my students see the wonders of different inventions, the ways of science, how systematic it is, and how it helps us in our daily lives. The pursuit of science, technology, engineering, and mathematics or STEM pathways in college and careers is crucial for improving the status of the Philippines in the global scene in terms of, scientific innovations. To do this, students must be exposed as often as possible to the works of science while being given support. And this is much like the work of a breeder of science, a science teacher in the Philippines. To do this, we have to not just discuss it. We have to include activities that will help that will help students realize how important a scientific career is or choosing a scientific career is by doing the following. I guess I have to repeat that. Okay, so we have to include activities that will help students realize or see the importance of or the fun of choosing a career that is science related. In my case kasi I chose science, a career in science by teaching it. And I hope that by doing these activities, students will see how fun it is. The first one is by organizing fundraising events with the community or other projects that increases budgeting and mathematical skills. Yes, you heard it right. Math kasi is a tool of science. It is a very important tool of science. And by giving students a real life, an authentic problem to solve, say, organizing a fundraising event, it will actually encourage them to inculcate all of their scientific methods. I mean, scientific attitudes, inculcate the scientific method in solving problems, and even put in some mathematical skills in the process. I also think that when students are entrusted with an event or with organizing an event, it empowers them. It gives them that scientific attitude of trusting yourself in the process of decision making. The next one is teaching youth at science summer camps or after school programs and getting students to join math and science clubs. What better way is there than to expand the science instruction by putting up a science club, right, or a math club. Next one is exploring technology hobbies among school children. This is a big challenge, especially for seasoned teachers in the Philippines. This is what we always see in the workplace. Being a science teacher, you also have to make sure that you are with the flow. You are with the flow. What do I mean by that? Technology is often advancing, it's ever changing. New materials, new tools, new resources are coming like almost every month, if not every year. And with those kinds of changes, with those innovations in science, we have to keep up because it may not be good to see that our students are more informed in new kinds of technologies than us, right? We're supposed to discuss these things with them. We're supposed to let them know and understand these things more. So how are we going to do that if we ourselves are not even interested? So that is the third one. The fourth one is we help them participate in science fairs, basic computing, and internet browsing, including them in internet fora and social networking, and giving them books and magazines on science and mathematics. Now, I know that's a lot, but let's tackle first science fairs. As a member of the faculty of the science department in my school, we were able to organize a really fantastic scientific congress. We gave students different kinds of activities depende sa grade level nila. The grade 7, students were asked to make a show, make shows actually. They were going to create, to make, or to do scientific experiments live and repetitively. Okay, so parang ganun siya. Show, it's a show. It's a scientific experiment show. For 8th graders naman, we asked them to turn their classrooms into exhibits of what? Of science and chemistry games. So they're going to apply different laws of physics, different laws of chemistry in, showing off some games. Yun. Some of them even created weird versions of dartboards, safe versions. Okay, no sharp objects as far as I remember. And then for ninth graders naman, we asked them to be extra creative. We asked them to use indigenous materials, recyclable materials, like legitimately recycled materials, in creating very beautiful dresses for men and women, wearable ones. And then where they're going to walk them in a fashion show. And then the last ones for grade 10 graders naman, they were more on the nutrition side because we asked them to be creative in creating their own recipes, healthy and safe recipes. So, ayun. By organizing these science fairs, even actually mag-work din yung mga science investigatory project fairs. Those also, they can work. By inculcating these to our students, they will be experiencing the fun of making science. Ayun. So next one is basic computing and internet browsing. We let them surf the net, and that is much like things that it's a thing that they always do, like almost every day. But we will now ask them to be extra sensitive when it comes to information that they're gathering online. How are we going to do that? I hope that you're hearing that noise. Ayun. So how are they going to be able to do that? By asking them to write their own research papers, of course. A research paper that interests them, okay? I mean, anyway. Because if it's not even a problem they're interested in solving, I don't think that, you will be getting the best results. The next one is by giving them books and magazines on science and mathematics. Reading is a very important cognitive process. It's one of the micro skills that they must always use. Usually kasi since because of information overload, the tendency for students is they tend to overlook or take information for granted. If we consciously make efforts to, ask them to read really, really carefully, scan for information, then we are actually making them more scientific. Ayan, and perhaps that will encourage them in pursuing more scientific careers in the future. The next one is by motivating them to pursue science and engineering careers by helping them to learn more about computer parts. This is what we do in my school. It is one of the leading providers of information technology education in basic education in our area. And I am really glad that to inform you that we have students who are highly equipped. Okay, highly equipped when it comes to programming, web designing, and even basic stuff like photo editing, among others. Now, students pursuing degree or certification courses in STEM related subjects should be given additional scholarships or financial support by the government or concerned institutions. I guess this one is, if it's not the most effective way of encouraging students to take scientific careers in the future, if it's not the most effective one, it may be one of the most effective ways of encouraging them to pursue scientific careers in the future. So now, this is the knowledge catalog, and I hope that by being if you're a teacher, I hope that you are one with me. And when it comes to if you're a science teacher, I hope that you are one with me when it comes to advertising science, okay, promoting the love for science in our respective schools. So this is the knowledge catalog, and thank you so much.